Okay, so what we can do after we created complete one section over here, what we can do is that we can put a folder so it become much more organized. Okay, so by clicking over here, okay, create the new groups. You can call it as header. Okay, and then bring select by using shift. Okay, select all and bring this one inside the header. So everything is inside the header and is following the grid. Okay, so the next section, okay, maybe we can name this a section 1. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to set up the backgrounds. Okay, rectangle, again, cover the entire things. Okay, so with the height of this time, I'm going to put 800 pixels. Okay, so 800 pixels. Okay, don't worry about the width. Okay, so the important thing is the height. Okay, so rectangle 1. Okay, we go underneath there. Okay, so we want to bring the file, image file. Okay, which image I have wrote down the file name accordingly. So place embed to import the file. Okay, so section 1. Okay, there is a pattern that we can put. Okay, click on pattern. Okay, section 1 pattern. Alright, so it is a little bit of lights pattern, and then we're going to make some adjustments towards the color of the black color. So in order to make the adjustment, you can click over here, right click, blend the option. Okay, inner shadow. Okay, or you can change the gradient color over here first. Okay, gradient color to linear, top to bottom. Okay, you can make it darker a little bit so you can see that. Okay, right. Okay, so now you can start to see the parent. Okay, maybe we can put in a shadow a little bit. Okay, to give a little bit of some perspective. Okay, alright. Okay, so we can see some adjustment accordingly. Okay, so it looks nice down there. The gradient overlay, negative 90, make adjustment again to what I want. Reduce the color of the gradient. Alright. Okay, so it looks nice now. Okay. Alright, so our background is done. Okay, so we can put images. Okay, after this, go to File, place Embed, the section 1 dish. Okay, accordingly. Alright, so make sure you're able to place it nicely using your grid. Okay, so because we're going to input the grid pixels accordingly. Alright, so maybe around here will be fine. Okay, and then you can input another images, place embed. Okay, section 1. Okay, I do not know where I'm going to put it this one first. Okay, we'll see how. And then you can input your text from section 1, just the right foot. Okay, over here, just the right foot. Okay, don't forget to use the grid. Okay, with black color, flush left. Okay, and then there is some text. Make sure, okay, I'm just going to make sure it is following the grid. And then if you copy the entire things, maybe the text should be around here. I do not know yet. Okay, we need to see the sizes, the appropriate size for the text that is readable. Okay, so okay, opens the Windows character. Okay, to make sure you are able to make the adjustment accordingly. Okay, so since see how I use the panels to help me. Okay, so maybe something like that, just the right foot, push up a little bit, or you can make these ones in the middle of that. Okay, just the right foot. Okay, and then one more thing is I can put some decoration over here. Place embed. There's a divider that you can put accordingly. Okay, so I'm going to give a divider a little bit of color. Okay, the divider, color blending option, color overlay. Okay, just a darker gray. Alright, so that looks wonderful. Okay, turn off your guide, see how it looks. Okay, so now it looks much more clean. Maybe I just want to make some adjustment towards the text over there. Okay, perfect cakes, muffin. Okay, for takeouts. Okay, and then section chef, maybe chef, this one can be smaller. Okay. Okay, so basically, even though I have tons of space over there on the left and right, okay, but I just want to keep it clean and then make sure everything is aligned to the guides. Okay, so because I'm going to input the pixels that we were using in the guide, so organize your file. Okay, create a new group called section 1. Okay, move everything by holding your shift, select all, move to section 1. Okay, so see, organization is really important when you start to build your site. Okay, I'm going to save this one. Okay, for the next sections underneath over here called section 2, I'm still going to use a rectangle. Okay, make sure it is 800 pixel in height. Okay. Okay, make sure it is 800 pixel inside. Okay, so again, the same process. Getting the backgrounds first. Okay, so place embed. So already specified over there, section 2, which is what is the background. Okay, so make some adjustment accordingly, and then of course once you already done that, uh, enter and make a clipping mask. Right click, create clipping mask. Okay, so it will clip nicely towards the areas. Okay, so there's a text that we have. Okay, so I'm going to put a first of all a box on top of this. Okay, box with what, a black color. So again, I want you guys to use the grid that have been created. Okay, so harness the power of the grid to make sure you are able to create a very balanced design accordingly. Alright, okay, so maybe this one is lighter a little bit by reducing the opacity to 60%. Okay, I believe it looks nice. And then I'm going to input text. Okay, our food taste. Section 2, sorry, find ingredients. Okay, find ingredients. Right, so I'm just going to put this in the middle. Okay, maybe white text will be better for this, with a bowls. Okay, maybe not too harsh, maybe semi bowls will be better. Semi bowls. Okay, half bowls. Find ingredients. Okay. Okay, so for the next text, I'm just going to copy and paste from here. Paste, and then this one based on a regular text with okay, so with the just going to recheck again the wording, make sure it's aligned accordingly. Okay, any human. Okay. And then I'm going to make sure this aligns to the left. Okay, maybe we can increase the size of the text accordingly. Okay, back on the Windows character to make sure my paragraph are well okay, 24. Okay, not too big, maybe it's 20 pixel, 90 points. Okay, now okay, 24 I believe is the right. Okay, and then I'm going to put the divider. So the divider just nicely placed in the middle of the text. Okay, so now it looks better. This is a guide, see how it goes. Okay, so now it looks nice. And then I'm going to call this one section 2. Okay, so click once, hold your shift, select all, and then bring it to section 2. So I have a few sections done already. So what I want you guys to do is try to create the section 3 using the image that have been given, and I put the text and then make a composition of the section 3. Right? Okay, so you have done 3 section. Okay, lastly on the website, you must have a footer. Okay, so footer is indication that shown. Okay, that is the ending of the website. So no more scrolling can be done once you reach the footer. Right. Okay, so footer, I want to make the size of footer 320 pixels. Right. Okay, so just going to use a color, maybe a darker color, something like this. Okay. Bottom, okay. Okay, so I want you guys to put your team, your location, and tell us something about your website in the footer. Okay, so by right you know how you want to input the text and so on, but you should be able to create the footer for your website. Okay, so there goes the footer. So I'm going to make a section called footer. Alright, so bring this footer onto the website. Okay, sorry, onto the folder. So now you already have a complete website mockups. Okay, so from your header, and there's a logo, navigation, and a description text. Alright, so now you know how you want to create a mockup for a website. So I want you all to create a mockup based on your proposed website. Okay, so you don't have to do it now. Okay, but that is going to be your one of your project brief in the future. Okay, so for now I want you guys to complete this mockup, and then zip the file and submit to Open Learning for your attendance. Sorry. Okay, so I want you guys to try, and if you have any problem, please do try to contact me, and then we try to discuss and how you're going to solve your problems. Okay, all right. Okay, there you have it. You have your mockup. You have done your mockup, and then you have followed the grid system that have been given to you, which is the 12 column grid system, which is great. Okay, so from here you can start to program your site according to the mockup that you have done in the future. Okay, so you make it easier for your job in the future. Okay, so we try to preview our site. Okay, I'm just going to hide the guides. Okay, so just going to trim the transparent area. Okay, there you have it. Okay, your site looks nice, and this is an overview how you want to create a mockup using a Adobe Photoshop. So from here we're going to bring it to HTML and CSS in the future. Okay, so this is the first steps that you're going to create the interface for your website. Okay, so I wish you all the best in creating this mockup. All right.